How do you suggest writers get to where you're at?
Right. No, I'm kidding. Because that's the advice I always got, and I found that very annoying. Because it's like, duh, who isn't writing? Network. Honestly, it's like I teach sometimes, and I tell my students, like, the first day of writing, it's like, writing is okay. Like, writing sort of matters. But I've met so many people who, many of you in this classroom, college students, could probably be better writers than, or with one little tweak here, a little bit there, have more talent than the professional writers that are getting paid millions of dollars. So it's not about that. They just have connections and you don't. That's all that matters. When you watch most TV, it doesn't take a genius to write that stuff. It really doesn't. You learn the rules. You know how to be good with people. You can be a TV writer. That's it. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean to trivialize it, but it really is. We're making hamburgers sometimes. So how do you get in that room? You do have to write something that blows people away. Or you can also know the right people.
Right.
So how do you know the right people? You have to do creative things like I did to get your foot in the door. You have to make connections where there are none. But you don't also have to be weird on the internet. Like, you don't have to stalk people or anything like that. You can also there are a lot of writing mixers and things that anyone can go to that are you could try Googling TV writer mixer LA and then if you're Latino. If you're black. If you're maybe not a white dude, but if you're into whiskey, whatever. Sometimes there's random stuff that people who are just like-minded want to come together and do, and they might be you think of it here's the room of writers, and outside is the room of assistants down here, and then here's everyone else who wants to be, and then here's literally everyone who's written one script in their life, right? Forget all these people who wrote one script in their life, but there's a bunch of people, the writers group people, that aren't even assistants yet, that really are just trying to break in. And so, for example, there's a group called Chicks with Scripts that I know that it's just about women with scripts, but they're not necessarily assistants. They're just women who really want to be TV writers.
Sure.
And anyone can go. And if you're a girl, you sign up and you go. And then you start meeting other women and you realize there are actually a lot of assistants in that group. And then you meet those people and they bring you to other things. And then suddenly you become an assistant. Once you start hanging out with assistants
that snowball.
Yes, assistants. If you know 50 assistants, you have a better chance than maybe if you know one. But if you start meeting, if you look around you and you know so many assistants in Hollywood, you're doing the right thing. And then eventually one of those people are going to really, really like you and know that once they get promoted, they know an opening and they give you that assistant job. Yeah. And then you're in this group. And then once you're in that group, then you start networking with the writers, right? And it's all about networking. But that's how you network. And anyone can do it. You just have to do it right. And you have to not be afraid of those kind of mixery, going out and
putting yourself out there.
Yeah, exactly. But that is literally everything. I tell people, if you are not, think of it like the same thing as if you're not writing a script every year, you're doing something wrong or whatever, set a goal for yourself. If you're not meeting a new person or fostering an important relationship, and I don't mean to use people as you're not important, you are important, but you know what I mean, people who can actually help you, fostering a relationship like that or meeting new people that can help you, then you're doing something wrong. Probably, try to do that once a month. If you know you're meeting one new person once a month, it depends on your skill level of networking your time. Yeah. Or once a week, or if you're looking back and dude, I met, and you look at your treat people like currency. It's not necessarily, that sounds really bad, but treat connections like currency. Yeah. It's not that you might not have money in the bank, but I just met 5 assistants last month. 5 new assistants on 5 different shows. That's 5 different connections that I have to different shows, and all those assistants know different writers. Yeah. How do I work those assistants now to turn those 5 into 10? And if I can do that, you are making money. That's look at the same way, and that's going to get you closer to your goal. Yeah, that makes sense. But Absolutely. That is more important than writing. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah. No, really that's good to know. Yeah, that's a good tip.